Hello everyone, welcome back. Severus here, coming back with a new part of What If Deku Was a Ghost. Now, before we get started to it guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's just begin. Now, where we last left off, Midoriya have returned from Island into Japan, and next day he goes to school to, meet up with all of his friends and the people that start cheering him on and, telling him that he did amazing on the sport festival and some fangirls and stuff like that. After all, he's a quirkless kid who managed to win the sport festival, as far as anybody knows. In the end, Midoriya makes his way into his support class, puts on his school, his gear and start getting into the work with Mei Hatsume. And they are right now working on a robot. After that, of course, the lunch break comes and Midoriya was going to eat his lunch. However, Mei did not follow him because she still works on the robot. Mei, she'll never gonna stop working, especially when she has ideas running through her head. Regardless of which, Midoriya makes his way into the lunch. Of course, the cafeteria. He goes to sit down by himself. However, he's not gonna sit by himself. A lot of people make their way into his table and just sit by his side and start talking to him. Some people that Midoriya doesn't even know, some he do recognize, but others not so much. One of the people he recognizes, that one girl that saved him from falling on the ground and other stuff like that, being Araka. However, while Midoriya is just sitting there, suddenly he hears a voice from behind saying, "I see that all the seats has been taken." As Midoriya is looking back and said, "Oh, yeah, sorry, wait, what? Melissa?" As immediately everybody looks to see Melissa Shield. As Izuku's like, "What are you doing here?" As Melissa said, "Oh, I guess I didn't tell you. I joined UA." As Midoriya said, "How? When? And why?" As she said, "It's thanks to Uncle Might. I thought I told you that I wanted to be a hero, thanks to you, after you reminded me of my dream and all of that." As Midoriya said, "Yeah, I know, but I didn't believe you're gonna be here so quickly." As she said, "Yeah, I'm not really officially a student. I still need to go through an exam, but Uncle Might said he'll help me out to perhaps be, tested. But now I'm allowed to at least, have a seat in one of the hero course classes to study until I officially become a member." As Midoriya said, "Oh, that's amazing." As she said, "I see you have a lot of friends." As, of course, some of them start talking with Melissa, but Izuku's like, "Not really, it's more like they just kind of, I don't know, fans. I don't know, just want to talk to me and I feel so out of place." And she's like, "Oh, I see. Then how about we go sit somewhere? I still need to talk to you about some stuff." As Midoriya said, let me just finish my food here." But before he finished his words, the bell rings and, immediately Melissa said, "Oh, perfect timing." As Midoriya said, "Yeah, I guess see you after school." As Melissa said, "Sure thing. Bye, Midoriya." As, she goes away, and Midoriya waves at her before saying, "Didn't know she'll be here so soon. Didn't know she will be here to begin with. God, is she still angry on the ghost kid? On me? And don't think about that, just go back to class, Midoriya. Ignore that, just deep breaths." As, Midoriya makes his way back into his class. He was a bit confused for the next couple of lessons. However, while he was working on his robot, he see Melissa make her way into, his class again, which he still wonders what is she doing here. She said that she need a bit of working on her outfit, so she came here into the support course lab to help herself. Mei seeing Melissa and Midoriya introduce each other to each other, and when they look on each other, they have a quick staring contest. Before Melissa said, "So you're Midoriya's partner?" As she said, "Indeed I am. Me and him work on a lot of projects. This is our, next project. Our baby number 372. As Melissa's like, "Your baby?" God, that sounded so... whatever. So, Midoriya, this is your partner? As Midoriya said, yeah, this is Mei Hatsume. She's an inventor slash creator slash, I guess, a genius. Her quirk is zoom. She can just zoom on object, which allows her to work on little small objects. As Melissa said, oh, that's amazing. I did make some robots when I, was a little girl too. As May said, oh, really? Well, when I was 3 years old, I created a robotic hand that I used to grab my favorite playthings. As Melissa said, oh, well, when I was 3 years old, I was making my own toys. As May said, oh, so you're so good at creating, huh? As, Melissa said, well, of course I am. You want to test that theory? As May said, shh, bring it on. Yeah, bring it on, American girl. As, Melissa said, all right, then how about this? Who creates the better hero suit? As May said, all right, who'll be our test subject? As both of them look on Midoriya and he goes, oh, wait, I did not. As Melissa said, come on, Midoriya, it will be amazing. We're gonna test hero suits and we'll see which one you like the most. As May said, all right, I'm already on it. As she immediately goes to creating and both of them just go to create stuff. All these said, but, what about my opinion? As well, after a while, Melissa and May have finished making whatever they were making in a matter of seconds. Honestly, Midori didn't feel the time going by. And when they finish, they start testing their outfits. First, May, and she gave Midori a giant robotic armor, which when he wore it, it was very nice. It has some, of course, testing guns and not real bullets, and super strength, he can fly and stuff like that. However, Melissa's outfit is a bit more complex, if you would say. She basically gave him a wristwatch, and Midoriya is like, a wristwatch? And she said, come on, press on the dial. As Midoriya presses on the dial, and it's created a whole bodysuit for him. And Midoriya is, feeling, saying, whoa, this feels weird. As immediately, he also has an AI helper in the goggles saying, greetings, user. I am Alpha. As Midoriya is like, Alpha? As Melissa said, yeah, that's your AI artificial intelligence supporter. It will help you to, help you with the outfit and how you maintain it and work it. As well, she started giving him offers. What should we do today? Of course, the offers of scanning the area, laser beams, and other stuff like that, which is very complex and amazing. Midoriya, after which he just took off the outfit by just returning to being a wristwatch again. This nanotechnology is amazing, but it didn't feel like nanotechnology to Midoriya. It felt a bit different. It felt like ectonology, something that he named that will get more into later. However, when Midoriya took off the outfit, they both start staring at him, asking which one had the better, design and which one had the better outfit in general, the best hero suit. As May said, of course, obviously it was me. As Melissa said, oh, come on, who will gonna walk around with that giant bodysuit that is bigger, like in the size of 2 All Mights? Mine can be held and, held anywhere. As May said, yours does not offer as much protection. As Melissa continues saying, mine offers a lot of useful mechanics and much more free movement than your giant hulking body. As she said, it's my baby, don't you dare call it like that. As Melissa said, I know what I'm talking about, and that's just a giant piece of metal. As May said, you do not dare, you and your little pocket watch. As Melissa said, pocket watch? As they two are arguing, Midoriya have swiftly slipped by, leaving them two to continue arguing endlessly. And that will be somebody's problem later. Perhaps, Power Loader can untangle those two and making them quit, screaming at each other. But for the meantime, Midoriya made his way out of the place, taking a deep breath, saying, phew, thank God, I saved myself. I need to leave before anybody catches me. As Midoriya immediately just slips by after turning invisible or something like that and leaves the place. In the night, he goes to check on the city, just doing his normal vigilantism, looking around the place, just kinda chilling. Nothing happens for a while, but then, while he's eating a burger, he gets shivers down his spine and thinks, what the? Alright, some action. Alright, let's see who do we have here. Who will it be? The box ghost, the artist, probably Jinx, or Stitch? Who will it be? As immediately Midoriya starts following where the shivering comes from or where the shivering leads him, until he finds himself in a park. As Midoriya starts seeing a lot of dirt being thrown around. As Midoriya getting closer, saying, okay, somebody's sticking the ground. What is that supposed to be? A zombie ghost? Bones ghost? What is it? Ecto animals? As when Midoriya looks, he sees a little puppy. As he looks, huh? Little puppy? As Midoriya said, I was expecting more of a terrifying monster. But what are you? As Midoriya goes down and crouches and starts petting the thing, saying, you don't seem very harmful. As then the thing just grows in size tremendously, and Midoriya looks into his giant, growling teeth and saliva running down his mouth, and Midoriya gulps his throat, saying, ooh, okay, now I see why I should be shivering. As then the creature swallows Midoriya whole. After which he starts punching through the stomach, but then Midoriya opened his mouth and jumped out of him, covered in dog saliva, saying, ouch, ew, the hell, disgusting. As well, the dog starts following Midoriya before he bited on his feet and starts dragging him on the floor, while Midoriya is like, please, quit it, bad dog, no, bad dog, as he keeps dragging him in the dirt until finally Midoriya is like, oh, to hell with this, as he blasts the dog with a laser, which caused the dog to go a bit away. After which, he starts running away, and Midoriya said, no, you come back here right now, as Izuku starts following him around the city while the dog just pushing off cars and stuff like that, and Midoriya keeps running after him until the dog makes his way into what seemed to be a police office. Oh, as Midoriya said, oh, damn it, why did he have to go to the police? As when Midoriya immediately enters, he sees the police officers start shooting the dog, but it isn't effective. So Midoriya's like, he's a ghost, it won't help, just leave, I'll handle it. As all of them, one of the police saying, report, the ghost kid here, report, please, call on the heroes, immediately, we need support. I repeat, we need help. As Midoriya just shot the guy's microphone, saying, can you quit him? I am the help here. As, well, the guy just runs off. As Midoriya says, sheesh, I'm not that scary. I might be half a ghost, but I'm not terrifying, am I? As well, the dogs start digging in the ground of the police, office. And Midoriya is saying, hey, doggy. Come on, no need for you to be all monstrous. As well, the dogs turn and start growling on Midoriya. He said, come on, calm down, everything is fine. I'm a good person, I am not slowly reaching into my thermos to put you back into the ghost zone. And as then immediately, Midoriya hearing the sound of somebody saying, freeze! As then when the dog was getting closer into Midoriya, he got shocked by that freeze from a police officer and immediately growled on Midoriya before biting his arm off. And Midoriya's arm being off, he's like, ouch! Damn it, what the hell? As the dog immediately swallowed Midoriya's arm before Midoriya regrew a new one. As he said, okay, that's it, as he grabs the dog and pushes him out of the police department. As, well, the police start shooting on the wall, saying, damn it, he left. As, well, Izuku is pushing him through a couple of walls, he threw him into, finally finding himself inside another building. A different building, to say, which one that is still empty, because it's under construction. And when Midoriya is looking at the dog immediately starts hearing another, sirens of police cars and just ran off. while Izuku tried to follow him, but he couldn't. He lost his track. The thing, faced through the ground and disappeared. And Midoriya's like, ah, damn it. He left. He almost had it. What was that? What was with that dog? Whatever. Midoriya immediately goes return back home. But what he doesn't know is that somebody was about to shoot him somewhere far away. Someone that was about to hunt him down. However, and the next day, everything seems to go normal. Midoriya makes his way into the school. He meets with May. May and did not talk about Melissa. When Midoriya asked about what happened with them, she said that, basically, Power Loader told both of them to quit arguing, and if they both argued again, they both will gonna not be allowed to use the lab anymore. So they both stopped arguing. Right now, Melissa is taking her exam with Mr. Aizawa and All Might, while the rest of Class 1A are being taught by perhaps, Midnight or Ectoplasm. However, that's shortly after. Midoriya get to the cafeteria, stuff goes on, and May start talking with him about what happened last night. They say that there was a giant dog running rampant in the city, which Midoriya explained being a ghost dog that, is digging the city for something. And Midoriya is wondering what is that about. Though when he looked on the dog, he found a collar on him, which had a name. So Midoriya was thinking of searching for the name. However, at the same time, May gave him the idea perhaps he should train it. As, Midoriya got himself a training dog book and started kind of just waiting around in the night, of course. In the same garden or the same park that Midoriya first fought the dog in. As he's around saying, they say that the dog always returned to the place where he hid his bones in. So let's see if that's true. As after a couple of minutes, nothing happened, so Midoriya started saying, okay, how do I call a dog? Can I even call him? Alright, let's see. As Midoriya opens the book to see about the dog stuff, and he reads that whistling could get the dog attention towards you. So Midoriya tried to whistle, which he didn't believe it will work, but after a couple of seconds, he see the giant mutt start running right towards him. As Midoriya is seeing that, he immediately said, okay, what's next? As he reads about how to stop a dog, and he immediately, puts his hand in front of him and said, stop! As the dog stopped in his track, and then Midoriya points on the ground and said, sit down! As the dog sit down, and Midoriya said, you're trained. Perhaps you're... of course you're trained. You have a collar, what am I talking about? Anyway, Izuku said, transform back into being cute? As the dog does that, and Midoriya looks at it, and he starts, petting it on his head, saying, perhaps you could be of a use. Now, what do you want, little buddy? I wonder. As while Midoriya is petting the dog, somebody from the, far away, that hoped that Midoriya would show up again, immediately said, good. As something immediately gets shot on Midoriya, a net that slammed him into the floor. However, the net did not catch the dog, and when Midoriya looks into the net, it electrocuted him a bit. As he said, damn it, Skulker, what do you want from me? I thought that this is not your week. As immediately, when Midoriya looks into the net is different. Wait, this is not Skulker's net? As somebody appears in front of Midoriya, pointing a gun right into his face, saying, of course it's not, ghost. As when Midoriya looks, he sees a red huntress, and, flying on a hoverboard. And Midoriya said, wait, Yora! As Midoriya said in his mind, Melissa? As immediately she points the gun towards him, while she's saying, I've wanted to find you for so freaking long. And here you are. As immediately Izuku said, and you are, as she said, don't act like you don't know me. As immediately Izuku said, perhaps I really don't know you. Have ever thought of that? As Midoriya is thinking in his mind, damn it, how am I supposed to get out of this now? As, Melissa continues saying, you know me. You ruined my father's creation and you destroyed the island. Oh, you mean Island? What are you talking about? That was Technus's fault. What I did is saving it. As she said, Technus, which is your friend. As Midoriya said, we're not friends. We're more like frenemies? Is that a word? It's more like, we help each other when it's a hard time, but perhaps not. No, that does not sound right. He just hates me and I hate him, and I guess we just enemies. But that's beside the point. What's matter is, can you put this gun off of my face, because I am not the criminal here? As she said, you run down the street in the middle of the night and do, your own thing, and you don't call that criminal? As Midoriya said, well, I'm the only person who can hunt down ghosts. As Melissa's guns start powering up, and she said, not anymore. As Izuku gulps his throat and said, hey, what is that? As she said, nice trick, but it's not gonna. As then immediately the giant dog bites into Melissa and threw her away, before immediately growling on Midoriya and grabbing the net off of him. And Midoriya said, nice dog, as he started petting him on his head, saying, good boy, who's a good boy? As immediately Melissa whistles for her, hoverboard to come to her back again, and Midoriya said, oh, shit. Okay, dog, run! As well, the dog runs in a direction and Midoriya runs in the other. As Melissa starts following, Midoriya first of all, she gave the priority to him. As she starts following Midoriya, blasting him with lasers left and right. Midoriya is dodging while thinking, I need to get her off of my tail. Literally. As he starts phasing through the walls. However, when he stops saying, good luck, she tried to phase through as Melissa appears right through the wall. And Midoriya said, how can she phase? As she points her gun on him while looking through the scope, saying, you think my suit is only technological based? This is ectonology. Ghost. As immediately Midoriya got blasted by another laser shot, and Midoriya said in his mind, oh yeah, I remember. When Technus took over her suit, he fuses with ecto energy, turning it into an ectonological suit? Oh man, I need to get better phrases for these words. Why is it so complicated to say? Just ectotechnology. That's it. As immediately Melissa starts blasting him with the laser, while Midoriya is dodging, he phases again through the wall while she follows him through the city, just keeping flying after him while Midoriya starts flying up to the clouds, getting her somewhere where she can't hurt anybody. Although when Midoriya looks at Melissa, what she's doing, she isn't just destroying. She's actually keeping the damage at minimum, making sure that she doesn't hit any civilian or hit any public properties, which of course that sounds about right for her, but at the same time, vigilantism, that sound not so heroic. And Midoriya right now above the clouds, while Melissa pointing her gun at him, he's like, aren't you supposed to be a hero? As she said, where did you hear that? As immediately he said, I heard your father talk about it. As she said, this has nothing to do with my father. But after all, somebody need to put an end to you. And sadly, I am the person that has to do that. As immediately she starts blasting him while Midoriya continued to fly around before he goes into the clouds, and Melissa looks left and right, using her ecto scanner to scan the ghost, and she finds him as she starts following him until she finally surrounded him after shooting a net on him, capturing him, and he falls right on the ground somewhere in the forest. As she reaches down to him, she looks into him saying, finally, in my grasp. Has any last words? As she points the barrel into his face, but the ghost disappears. And it wasn't invisibility, it wasn't phasing. He disappears. And when she scans, she just see him turn into just some ecto energy signature. As she said, a copy. Damn it! As she started kicking the dirt, while on the other side, Midoriya, who made his way out of there, he's like, that cloning trick is always useful. As Midoriya starts flying away, before returning again to the park, as he finds his dog still digging the ground, while Midoriya is like, oh, are you still digging the ground? What are you searching for? Actually, as Midoriya goes under the floor, after a couple of minutes, he comes back out, and he's holding something. As Midoriya said, this is what you want? As the dog sees the little, doll And Midoriya is like, if you want it, come after me. As the dogs start following Midoriya until Midoriya brought him somewhere back into his base, deep in the forest. And right now, Midoriya was about to throw the doll through the, well, ghost zone portal. However, Midoriya immediately stopped to think about it, saying perhaps this dog could be of a use. As Midoriya is like, here. As Midoriya threw him the doll, and the dog started chewing on it while on the ground, and Izuku started petting it, saying, would you like to stay with me? As the dog started barking on Midoriya. And Izuku said, you're gonna have to stay here, but I'm gonna be visiting you from time to another. I'm gonna need to train you too, and perhaps I'll need to give you a name, because Atom does not sound good on you. How about I name you Max? How's that, Max? As Max started barking on Midoriya happily and licking his face, while Izuku holding this little adorable puppy saying, okay, from here on out your name is Max. Got it, Max? As Max just barks, and, well, he started playing with Midoriya a bit before Midoriya finally had to return home. However, he returned very slowly and carefully, so he doesn't get any suspicions or any eyes from any specifically red person. In the end, Midoriya goes back home and take the night to sleep. And this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you think about this part and what you think will gonna happen in the next part. Also, can we just get to 3,000 subscribers already? It's not that I care about subscribers. Quite frankly, I don't want any more of you degenerates on my channel, but I just hate to see the number 288 as, you know, this is a subscription number. So I would like it to be completed, please. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. I don't need any more gay people around here, but who cares? Anyway, what am I talking about this anymore? Just go. Why? I don't understand. Why are you even here in this part? Nobody's supposed to hear this. No, I don't even know if you guys last to the end of the video. Well, bye.